Could we have candidate number 5, please?
For instance, male conductors of orchestras have long believed that men are inherently better musicians than women.
We'd like to start with excerpt number 2.
And so, even after women finally got the chance to audition, men continued to win almost every open position in the world's orchestras.
The paradox of these biases is, of course, that the conductor or the selector is not trying to pick the least good person. The conductor is trying to pick the very best person. New York wants the very best violinist before some other city can steal that person away.
Could we have candidate number 6?
But it turns out that even though you as the conductor want the very best person to be the one that you select for your symphony, that you actually are quite willing to give up the better woman for the more mediocre man because you've seen their gender. And that's what's getting in the way, rather than what you believe you're choosing on, which is the music. So they began to do blind auditions where they dropped a curtain between the player and the selectors. And the reason symphony orchestras are well known to us is because scientists have shown that they changed a lot faster than many other industries did. Over a 15 or 20-year period, American symphonies went from being almost entirely male, with the one little harp player maybe in the corner doing her thing, to all of a sudden becoming deeply gender integrated. So this is at once shocking and very pleasing. Shocking that it took something like a curtain to actually take away the offending data that were otherwise getting in the way of selecting the best musicians. And then, of course, this happy outcome that with such a simple device like dropping a curtain, symphony orchestras began to pick better musicians. And I wish to emphasize that. Many people say to me, oh, it allowed women to enter the orchestra. But let's for a moment not care about that. Let's just care about the quality of what we're producing. The reason the blind audition is so great is not because it let women in, but because it let better musicians in, whatever their gender.